信じたかったさの人類さ悪の日はいつもと同時にどれなわ叩く音はつひどく作法で免れささやくの日は悪夢のように涼しい日は裏切るもの奴らは口傷べきてだあの日どんな顔に瞳で俺たちを見つめていた何を捨てれば熊を押しのけオロディハルたたしきされ決して欲しくないに捧げよう捧げよう人生は捧げろ全ての犠牲は今この時をために捧げよう捧げよう人生は捧げよう進むべき未来はそれで気を広げ
Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? Well, you see, I have a corpse for ya. Neuraxia! But this one does not understand. Aww. Komuxia, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace? But why? These ones have not requested further aid. Yeah, one of your comrades died and I brought its corpse. Neuraxia? How did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Neuraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia went to Thanlin at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. Tell this one that Neuraxia did not suffer. Neuraxia got, kicked into the wall. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Alright, we got an ally. We thank you for your service to the church and to the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Indigo. I'm not imagining it, Indigo. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me? Please. It will only take a moment. Ah, there we go. Well, we got that taken care of. You were attacked, weren't you? And you were unharmed? And you unharmed? Are you unharmed? Jesus Christ. Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. But why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. Yeah, well, he's kind of got a bunch of arrows in him right now. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Iliad must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing would happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Here's this. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquis was. Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. And take some water, too. Who we got? Who we got? It's the beach!
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
According to Vermilion, he goes through a character arc, but right now he's a beach.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the 7th Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
Shit, is that Sid? It's
I
Sid!
fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
Aww.
But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
A little beach.
Alfino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the 7th Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did.
I'm not gonna lie, he kinda sounds like a bitch, too.
'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea.
Damn, word travels fast.
The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the 3 city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
Perfect for a level 44.
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
You sure?
Yes,
You sure you
Sid,
need?
You do. Your very own airship.
You sure this is a good idea, Alphanut? Like, I'm just saying.
It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship?
Yup, your airship.
Wait.
Oh my god, why is he hot though?
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. I beg your pardon, Indigo. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the Great Gubu Wall of Ulda. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Korthis. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Fallground Float, the closest settlement to Korthis. Mayhap the Serpents stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I have hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Indigo. Alrighty. Is there aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? Aye. I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Korthis. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifront at Florentil's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell the machinery is fiendishly complex. You have come in search of Vortifart. I don't think I pronounced that right. Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Korthis. What exactly is this about? The final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire along that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Cortez. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians, who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamund descended, they took shelter behind their gate, and even now have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider proving your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House Durandare, and what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ha! How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to succor to strangers. Halong have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We are stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform. That is House of Durandare, as is mine. Alright, time to go look for a missing person. Oh, there we go. There we go. Time to aid the kneeled over knight. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. Well, at least we didn't have to travel too far. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, behold to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue their records. Pray proceed to Observatorium and introduce yourself to Emida. Hello? Ah, the lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologan Forlamort up above. Okay then. Oh, we going above. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? No, not really. Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war, which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between Sarthron nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halon's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamont. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gollamain, you honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Duradan's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corinthians 5 years ago. Yes. You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corythias. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers, hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. Okay. I was not aware that you aided House Durader in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. Oh god, here we go again. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okay. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I would finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durader cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. Yeah, okay, you're welcome. Asshole. Going up the stairs, going up the stairs. There are lots of stairs here, going up the stairs. I got your friend. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. Ah, but you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him you have already aided your own cause. House Durader is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. Which I propose is that you petition Lord Porterlane for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durader carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Back down the stairs, back down the stairs. There are lots of stairs here, back down the stairs. Would the fall damage be worth it? I don't think so. You there. I've been told I need to talk to you. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. In introduction to the other high houses, I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I guess. Alrighty. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Okay. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road, due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Helenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Okay, time to receive the stolen wares. Or retrieve. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yes, here you go. Here's your stuff back. God bless you, friend. It's all here, every last... but wait, the chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary in possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps it is not so difficult to fathom. House Helenar is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Helenar. Your other introductions will need to be postponed, as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Great. Okay, cool. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Helenart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and we will know you for a friend. Now go. Alright, okay. Yes, you look as though you may have something to say, do you? Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? I see. Sir Carlet has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Corinthia since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd! I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt... This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It is as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It might require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in the better position to assist you. Lord Harchefend of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you come to pay your respects, to be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. Is there any justice in this world? These charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? The airship. The fucking airship. So, this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Corythus, before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For a while, Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano. We were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own House Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There is also Crevelin of House Helenart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Dismal. I shall contact them myself, seek the counsel of the three I mentioned, and return to me when finished. Why, hello, good madam. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of the House of Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Helenart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Alright, well that's done. Alone, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harkefent. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Helenart into chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Charming. Why do I feel like the next thing that's going to be done is to help prove the innocence? Time to go up all these stairs again. Yay! Hey, you. I gather you have been busy since we last spoke. Lord Harfen's missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. What a shock. We are at war, madam, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guilliman arrived in Corythus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Harkefent wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the preset state of affairs. You know what, actually? Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck those stairs. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I. I fear it seems the whole Corythus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain that he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil, and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. It's not safe here. We must flee. Oh, there you are, Francel. Who goes there? Indigo! No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh, hello. Well, that's gone. Alright, there's one. I heard the beast cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe? Bless you, miss, bless you. I didn't sneeze. Curse those fiends, it's as though they knew we were coming. Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Helenart if we cannot even slay a single Ibis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, miss. House Helenart will remember your kindness. It was a foolish thing to do. I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Helenart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him his knights their lives, and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not too long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of the woman who might later be declared a heretic. God damn it. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guilliman has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name. Yep, here we go. And by association, yours. Well, let's do this. I see it. The key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Corthius, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, let's get going. Soon we will have the airship. Soon. My chocobo. Let's go. Rickman. Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a House Helenart man, through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters were here bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could it have been the fellows that were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects.
Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. The dude's name's Rickman. I couldn't help it. Beg your pardon? You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halnart's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find.
Okay, well, let's see what we got here.
Well, goddamn, yo. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Apologize to this motherfucker. But that's impossible! Once the night at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harkefent, I will not be held accountable for this. Yeah, okay, anyway. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries? And every single parcel bound to Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halnart's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Halone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. Alrighty, ready. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halnart were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigi. Tell her that House Fortemps demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. Now we go to Brigi. Okay, maybe it's up here that I go. Yep, there's Brigi. What is it, my child? Lord Harkefent would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Gallium presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop, even as we speak. Fear not. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Great, wonderful. Glad we had this talk. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Indigo, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Gallium in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Joassin Charlemagne, Fancel de Halamant. I did not pronounce any of those correctly. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have never opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone that you judge. It is for Halone to judge you if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand.
Hello.
Inquisitor, we have come on behalf of Lord Harkefent. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts have been conducted. Lord Harkefent has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See. I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is by one punishment. Charming. We must hold them until Lord Harkefant arrives, Indigo. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor.
Eki.
Pulls out bow and arrow. Trying to make our way up here. No, not the wyvern. Okay, who's healing this asshole? I saw that jump back up. Is that the asshole? Oh my god, you dick. There. Duty complete. It's not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others I fear, have been orchestrated by enemies of House Halenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord. Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Here, motherfuckers. By the Fury, a draconian rosary. Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of Templar Knights. Of the Temple Knights. This has gave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Harkavant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of which first brought you to Corythus. Indigo, pray locate your errant airship and use it. Lord Harkavant, I have not the words to express my gratitude. But why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenart. Praise Halone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Indigo. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Aki. I'm on your desk now. Or on your table. You look well, Indigo. May I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Halenart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. The man with knowledge of the enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. God, I fucking hope so. You! How quickly the commoner's opinion changed. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corythus several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel from the direction of Gridania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it, though Lord Harkavant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, my friend. Oh, so you have at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare. I will write a letter to Lord Drillamon of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francil to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Indigo. May Halone guide you.
You.
Wonderful to see you again, Indigo. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. The airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too once was an outpost held by House Halenart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight to Lord Drillmond. Nevertheless, I will write your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens who attempted to destroy House Halenart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well. You desire an audience with Lord Drillmond, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Damn, okay. Here, take these. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harkefint and Francil? Is it? A likely... Oh, you're serious. What to do? Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmond's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, sir. Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the stone room on the opposite side of the yard. Sir Brunadair bade you speak with me, did he? I know not what he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillamon hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Cherugian Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Time for a wild goose chase. This is fun. Are you here to visit a patient, madam? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortemps and Halenart? What documents such as these you'd need to ask an escort? Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gardiner. He should know Lord Drillmont's current whereabouts. Oh, hi, Sid. What reason have you for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillmont is just up these stairs. Letters or no, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare, as a whole, does not hold adventurers in high regard. Great. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Okay. Sir Godnix permitted your passage? Very well, speak. Here's one, here's two. You wish to have a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of Fury herself? We are the scions of Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillmont. You know our name, and you know our deeds. We are come to Corythus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive? Well, that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. Ah, fuck off. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durand marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim Front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 scions of 7th Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durender would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this murmur's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. Bro. It could be moons before House Durender purges the dragons from Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Indigo, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dromon's trust, understood? Oh boy, time for another scavenger hunt! Ugh.